All right, next up, we've got Coastal Carolina and Buffalo. Coastal Carolina, 10-point road favorites at the open, now 13-point road favorites, 58 the total in this game. Yeah, I've already bet Coastal in this game, and I think this line's only going to keep going up in this game. I don't mind laying the wood on the road here. I'm so mad I bet Buffalo last week. I got so wrapped up wanting to fade. I got wrapped up, Connor, in wanting to fade Nebraska as 2 touchdown favorites because I thought, wait a minute, are we ready to trust Nebraska lane? I didn't realize how bad things could be for Buffalo, though. That was an inept performance, both sides of the football. A defense got shredded, especially in the second half, couldn't stop Adrian Martinez. And I'll say this. I've now seen Kyle Van Treese at quarterback for Buffalo. This guy hasn't improved one bit in the downfield passing game. None. Zero. And in fact, last year he could get away with it because he had Jared Patterson in the backfield. He had an incredible run game and a good offensive line. Well, guess what? Lance Leipold, when he bolted to Kansas, he took many of his best offensive linemen with him. He's left the cupboard bare a little bit at Buffalo. They don't have that Jared Patterson running back. They got to try to throw the football more, and this guy just can't do it. He has not progressed a lick throwing the football down the field for this Buffalo Bulls team. And that's going to be trouble for them. And I'm mad because as much as I wanted to bet against Nebraska every week, especially as favorites, I said going into the year, I'm going to be looking to fade Buffalo. And I ignored my own advice, essentially, and went against my own advice, taking Buffalo last week. Not again. And in fact, I'm going to try to right that wrong last week and fade them here. Because look, Coastal Carolina is just a much better football team. Both sides of the ball. McCall, a great running game, a terrific coach, and Jamie Chadwell, a defense that, look, at times last week they got gashed by Kansas. But Jason Bean's a dual threat quarterback. He burned them a little bit with his legs running the football. That is not Kyle Van Treese. I'll tell you that right now. He is nothing but a pocket passer and not a very good one. This should be a better matchup for Coastal's defense. I think this gets ugly. I think it's at least a 2-touchdown victory for Coastal. Connor, what do you think about this game?
Yeah, I think this is Coastal. I know Coastal didn't cover first half, barely covered full game against Kansas, just got over cover, or I think they won by 27, 26 and a half. But I think they cover both here. Buffalo's defense isn't very good. I do have to say, one thing is Buffalo moved the ball. And then just in every fourth down or third down they moved like halfway over the 50 and just couldn't do anything. Nothing. You know, they tried a few field goals, missed it. They made one. They just tried to go for a fourth down. So they moved it a little bit, but that was pathetic. You're talking about it. Van Treese is horrible, and they've lost so many pieces. I was on the fade Nebraska there too, too much. But in this one, it's just all Coastal. I think the line's still even low enough. I think Buffalo will do all right, and I lean over. I think Coastal does what they want. They score a ton here. And one thing, Coastal, they've given up some points in some of these games, you know, some touchdowns. So I think Buffalo might be able to score some junk scores. So this game could get over.
Yeah, Coastal going to go postal, says Michael Robertson in the chat on Buffalo. So good line there. I like that. Grant, what do you think here, Coastal and Buffalo?
I hadn't looked at this game, honestly. Everything you guys are telling me and saying, I feel like somebody in the chat right now because I'm going Coastal, man. I love it. Everything you guys have said. I'm not even going to go over anything else because I think Coastal is just the better team. The one kind of fun tidbit on Coastal is if you haven't watched them yet, it has nothing to do with betting. But if you haven't watched them yet, quarantine was last year, right? So none of them got haircuts. They all got fucking mullets, blonde mullets. McCall looks like a savage. It's a fun football team to watch. They get me excited to watch them. So I hope they smack that ass this week. I'm on them.
Yeah, definitely. It's already gone up, and that's why that's why I put in my work on Sunday night late Sunday afternoon, even when there's NFL still going on. On Sunday nights, I'm looking at the board and I'm making bets for the weekend because I know some of these lines are going to move. Like I got Coastal at 10, you know, and it's 13 now. So I'm like, that's going to move. And it did.
Yeah. For games like this, go through them. So like go through each, you know, on the board because you can get burned on some. But this one, you know, it's just going to go up. So get it because this is going to go over 14. So you're right, Ian. Certain spots, I do the same thing. Like a game like this, get it before it gets over 2 touchdowns, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, exactly. And that's and now so I got -10, it's up to 13. Now if it ever gets, 14, 15, or it gets carried away, at least now I've got an option. I can buy something back on Buffalo at some point. Not that I will, but it's at least I'm going to give myself that chance now and that option to do that, if the line continues to skyrocket.